Another big-name player who we assume is going to get a big contract to reflect his value to the team, to reward him for what he's done, and to compensate him in advance for the things he's still going to do. The guy who turned 31 yesterday, Aaron Donald. Here's Sean McVay talking about Donald's situation with the Rams. Remember, there was talk of retirement. There's been talk of a contract. Here's McVay talking about the best player on his team.
Obviously, things are voluntary right now, but did just want to check in on if you guys have been in communication with Aaron.
Yes, it's his birthday today. You guys wish him happy birthday. So spoke with, talked to him this morning. So dialogue's been good. He's done a great job of communicating, with my relationship with him, and gets a chance to spend, time with his family right now. So I feel good about that.
Bottom line is they got to pay him. They got to pay him.
Yeah.
Stan Kroenke, you got to pay him. McVay, I don't know when McVay got paid, if he got paid, how much he got paid. He had that leverage because Amazon wanted to hire him.
Oh, he got paid.
He got
paid.
I hope they. Get it done then. Get it done then.
Yeah.
When the other window's open, that's when you get the deal done where you are. And Aaron Donald's window was potentially retirement. We've gotten a sense he's going to stick around, but at the end of the day, they got to pay him. And he held out multiple years before he got his contract. He had deep holdouts into the training camp preseason window before he got his contract, and he is woefully underpaid. Cooper Kupp is woefully underpaid. When you're going to be a great team like that, you got to start taking care of your guys. You got to find a way to do it. And I know you can't pay everyone, but you got to try. And Aaron Donald deserves a hell of a lot more than he's getting. So we'll see if they can get it worked out. But and the other side of it too, I was told this back at the time when that notion emerged. Rodney Harrison mentioned it during the Super Bowl pregame show that if the Rams won, there was a chance Aaron Donald was going to walk off into the sunset. Los Angeles, a long way away from Pittsburgh, a different world from Pittsburgh. It's different planets between Pittsburgh and LA, frankly. I was on both planets the same day twice this year. It is a different world, and it's a long way away from home. And not that he would expect to be traded to the Steelers. The Steelers could pay him or would give up the assets to get him. But I do think, the Deebo Samuel reality that we were talking about at one point, that he'd like to be a little closer to home. I think Aaron Donald would, heart of hearts, like to be a little closer to home, Chris.
I don't doubt that. I don't. I just, I don't know. I don't think it logically is going to happen right now. That would be my, at least, take on it. This is one where I kind of check the box to go, this is going to happen eventually. I'm not even worried about it. I mean, McVay talked to him yesterday morning, and the lines of communication, knowing that group out there and how McVay is, that I would think, yes, they're making sure and checking in on Aaron Donald whenever possible. Aaron Donald is one of those. He's played long enough in football. He knows what to do and get ready and get in shape. It's not that imperative that he's there for the first week of OTAs or anything like that. And, I just feel like you're basically committing suicide if you're the Rams if you don't pay Aaron Donald and have him on your football team. I mean, he's arguably the most famous person in the history of your organization now. I mean, right? Am I wrong to say that? He's probably passed up Eric Dickerson, Kurt
Warner's going to tweet at you.
Kurt Warner and Marshall Faulk certainly are in that category. Our awesome Deacon Jones back in the day, but he's in that kind of class of guy now to where you don't let that guy out of the building by any form of business at this point of his career. So I just think it's just a matter of time before they figure out.
You mean like they didn't let Eric Dickerson out of the building?
That was a different regime. I just think this is a little different regime than that one of the 80s.
Here's the other side of it, too. I put no stock in anything Sean McVay says because he's never going to tell us the truth. He's never going to give us a real assessment of what's going on. If it's dire, he's still going to find a way to smile about it and say everything's great. This is fine. He's the gif of the this is fine where the house is burning all around him. I mean, come on. But that's fine. That's who he is. So that's not the most reliable source of information because he's going to always be overly flowery. That's my point. But they got to get him taken care of. I agree with you. They're not going to let him go, and he deserves a lot more than he's getting, and he's proven in the past that he won't show up until he gets whatever it is that he wants.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.